And once again, the weather forecast as far as clouds is concerned has got it completely wrong. I've gone for a really simple composition here. Good morning everyone, thanks for joining me again. And once again, the weather forecast as far as clouds is concerned has got it completely wrong. When I checked the weather forecast, I checked about 5 different weather forecasting apps and sites at about 11 o'clock last night, and they all said 0 cloud. And we've got some really nice cloud up there, nice cloud formations, which is already picking up some colours. I've gone for a really simple composition here. This section of coastline has got these kind of rocky bits sticking out with these little gullies coming in. The sea is pretty dull and boring, it's flat, there's no nice waves. So all I've done is decided to make this as simple as possible. I've set up right in the middle of one of these gullies, not quite in the water, I don't need to be in the water for this one. Portrait orientation. I've got the gully going out basically right down the middle of the scene, and then some nice clouds up above. And I'm expecting this to be ending up cropped 8 by 10, maybe 5 by 7. So the setup I've got is 16 to 35 lens, 16 millimeters, portrait orientation with the camera angled up a little bit. Obviously nice and level horizon. 3-stop hard-edged ND gradding to hold the sky back and let me get some detail in the foreground, and f11 ISO on the low 1 setting, so 31, and at the moment 15 seconds. We are still about 8 minutes before sunrise, so we'll see what happens with the light and what we need to do with it. But so far it's looking quite nice. Unfortunately, the clouds in the direction that I'm shooting are disappearing to the left and to the right. There's still nice clouds, but right in front of me the sky is clearing up above, so I might have to change compositions. Okay, I've changed my composition. I've moved, I don't know, 3-4 meters to my left, and I've raised the tripod up, so I'm actually quite high up now. I've got one of the sort of short, rocky, I don't know what they are, bits sticking out from the bottom left-hand side of the frame. The one that I'm standing on then cuts off one corner of the frame. The horizon is on the bottom 1/3 line, just about, maybe a bit higher than that, and then we've got some nice clouds up above. still at 16 millimeters, ISO 64, f11, 1.3 seconds with a 3-stop hard-edged ND grad. And where that's looking quite nice, but probably not for much longer, is we've kind of got an angle of the rocks coming in bottom left across to the right, and then the clouds coming in top left down to the right. You've kind of got the symmetry of the angles, but again the clouds are clearing from the upper part of the sky, so might have to tweak the composition again in a second. So I don't think we're going to get much in the way of an actual sunrise this morning. I think sunrise was 3 or 4 minutes past 7. It's now 11, almost 12 minutes past, and there's no sign of the sun. There's a lot of haze and cloud out in the direction of where the sun would be rising. Normally from here I could see the Sierra Nevada mountains and a bit of the Benidorm skyline, but can't see it at all this morning. So we may not get anything spectacular in the way of colours, but the atmosphere here is actually still quite nice. Okay, sun's putting in an appearance. It's quite hazy, but it's there. It's peeking out through some clouds. Adjusted the composition a little bit. Gone out to about 22 millimeters. It's still essentially the same composition, and I've tried to get it as much as I can that the rocks are pointing a little bit towards the sun. It's not going to last very long because it's just going in between two blocks of clouds. Okay, we got a bit of light coming through there now. Still shooting at f11. Okay, there's a bright spot in the sky there which is blowing the highlights. Sun's trying to poke through some of the clouds. Okay, so we are now 35 minutes after sunrise. The sun was looking really nice bursting through those clouds there, but it's getting to the point now where it's actually getting a bit too high, I think. We got a brief period where it looked like there was kind of some rays coming down, but I'm not sure how well they came out. But I've taken a few shots and hopefully I'll have shown them to you. It's probably been a fairly short video, this one, but I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. If you have, and you're not already a subscriber, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, then thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Now, if you did enjoy this video, you could consider giving it a like or a share or both. And of course, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. As always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. So thank you very much. And until the next video, bye.